So you want to know how to start your own online hair business? Stay tuned. Okay, ladies. So let's get started. And really, I guess I should say, I know I entitled this 10 Ways to Start Your Own Online Hair Business, but honestly, these rules can apply for anybody wanting to do e-commerce or, start their own business online. So not too much talking. Let's jump right into it. I got my little list, so you'll see me looking down and stuff like that. But first of all, I want to say the first thing you need to do above everything, do you hear me? In any endeavor, you need to condition your mind to patience. Patience, patience, patience. I cannot emphasize that enough. Don't go jumping ahead and, looking at Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and everything else, thinking that stuff just happens overnight. No. Okay? Condition your mind to having patience, all right? Okay, so that's the main thing. The second thing is you want to get started, you have to find a vendor, okay? So I'm going to be referencing hair because, hey, I'm a cosmetologist. Hair is my thing. That's just what I do. That's what I sell on my site, and other things pertaining to hair. Okay. So you want to find you a vendor. I put this early in the list because you want to develop a great relationship. Like if you're going to have a vendor, you need to be able to call this person, talk to this person. You need to know that they're reliable. You need to know that they're going to get stuff out on time. And I say out on time because for whether you choose drop shipping option or, you buy in bulk or whatever, I'll do a video on that later. You want to make sure that you're receiving your goods, you're receiving stuff, or the customers are receiving stuff promptly. Not somebody that's kind of like just lazy about it, but somebody that really has your best interest in your business, best interest in heart. So it takes time to build that relationship. And so that's why I put that early on in the list, because you really want to make sure that you have somebody that you can click with, right? Ways you can find a vendor. I recommend Alibaba.com, because you will find, a plethora of just vendors. Again, I'm referencing hair, but if you are selling anything, you understand, you can find so many different vendors. You just put it in a search engine. What exactly are you looking for? Okay. And you want to look at the credentials, how long have they been in business, so forth and so on. Save them to your list, like what you like. Hit save or whatever. And then narrow it down and reach out to those ones, right? Communicate, send them a message, and they'll get back to you, and you just start from there, okay? And sample the hair, all of that stuff. So these are all the things that this takes time to do, okay? You're not sampling no hair for 2 days, So that's why I put it early on again, because you got some more steps. So moving on to step 3, all right? While you're working on the vendor and you're sampling and you're doing all those other things, go to work, girl. Go to work, okay? Because you want to get your business up and running. So, do you have a company name? Right? You got to have that. A lot of people think like it has to be something extra big, overly extravagant, and stuff like that. And, keep it simple. But get you a company name. Get you what is going to be your brand. All right. What's wrong with using your name? Don't downplay that. Right. For instance, like my website is www.DanielaPatrice.com. Who is Daniela Patrice? That would be me. Okay. So that's my website. It's my name, right? And I have, other abbreviations and different things that I use as well, but it is all consistent with my name. Okay. So, you think about, for instance, who is Oprah, right? Isn't that her name? Yeah, that's her name. But Oprah is a brand. Oprah has own Oprah Winfrey Network, right? Who is Tyler Perry? Tyler Perry has Tyler Perry Studios. Okay, you got that, right? Oh my goodness, like even putting a twist on the name, like Sam Walton, okay? Like, who is Sam Walton? Well, Sam Walton started Walmart and Sam's Club, right? So putting a twist on it. But, all of these people have things in common, all right? They use their name. And, yeah, they're pretty famous, okay? All right? So don't be afraid to do that. I'm not telling you to use your name, use your kids. You could just keep it simple. Okay. Don't overthink it. All right. So step 4. All right. So Google the name, whatever it is that you come up with, Google it. All right. And the reason I say Google it, you want it to be simple, but you do want it to be unique. If you Google it and it pops up, then more than likely somebody else is using that name, right? So now you might have to tweak it a little bit. You may have to add something to it or take something away from it, because you don't want to go around stealing names, all right? So make sure that name is clear, and then you can go to like GoDaddy.com, and this is where you can get your domain name, which I view that as important, because my brand is my brand. Okay. And so you get the domain name. Trust me, it's not expensive. It's not anything. Sometimes we think stuff is way bigger than what it is. It really is not. It's not a super expensive situation. It's not expensive at all. Okay. So, you do not have to do that, but, to have your domain name is simply, for instance, again, instead of me being DanielaPatrice.GoDaddy.com, all right, I paid for my domain name. And so I can be DanielaPatrice.com. All right. I don't need anything else added to it. Okay. So again, some people are fine. Like, hey, you don't have to have a domain name. All right. You can go ahead and, do that. But it does, it prevents, other people from being able to just go and, snatch it up, use the domain name. Now you stuck. Like, what you gonna do? So, it's kind of like all part of branding, if you ask me. So that's important, something to look into. And number 5, okay, create your business email. All right. You do eventually want to look into getting like a more professional, because you want everything to look professional, from maybe even having like an 800 number to, whatever, a more professional email. But we're talking basics right now. just to get you started. So for instance, my start off email was, and I still use it, was DonnellaPatrice@gmail.com. Okay. So whatever your business name is, do that at Gmail or whatever. Okay. So I say Gmail because you might, that's more common. So I would recommend that. Okay. Again, not telling you what to do, but this is just reference. This is strictly reference. Okay. Also, after you do that, okay, now you have your email. And if you already have a social media account, your personal account you've been using, when you do that and you open it, you got to enter in the email. Okay. Same situation, except this is not going to be part of your personal account. Business social media account should be separate. Okay. It just should. You want to separate the two because it helps differentiate. People see like, okay, this is what she's promoting or he's promoting. Not, okay, what they talking about today. I mean, you get my drift. For my social media, one thing about me is that like, yes, I'm a cosmetologist. I'm a hair vendor. Okay. And I also do motivation. So that is all incorporated in my business, But what I have going on personally in my personal life, and stuff like that, no, check my other page. Okay. So, So separate the two. So again, create your social media account, business social media account, separate from your personal account using your business email. Okay. So also included in that too, because this goes under the line, you got your email and stuff like that. You want to start building, now that you have your domain name, now that you have your email address and so forth and so on, you want to start building your website. Again, it is really, y'all, it's not as expensive as you think. Some people choose to go have somebody build it for them, but I'm gonna keep it real. I did my own. You can use Shopify. Big Cartel is cheap and it's easy to navigate. And let me tell you, I didn't have no my laptop, no desktop, none of that. Yeah. And I did my own and I figured it out. And so it's doable, I was working off a tablet, y'all. You understand? So but again, it's not expensive to do. They have different plans, and the cheapest one to do you just fine. Okay. So you want to start working on that, and that's a process. So that's why I say start working on that. So in the meantime of doing that as well, that brings me to step number 7. Do you have a logo? What's your logo? What represents your brand? What do people see? Right? Think about it. Start thinking about, okay, again, y'all, keep it simple. Stop overcomplicating things, right? Like I think of McDonald's, like what's so extravagant about the golden arches? You know what I'm saying? Really? I'm just saying, like, come on now. It's those are the small things, It's about what you do with it, that matters. So Don't overthink it. Get you something simple. Look at what other people are doing, and see what you like, and create your own. You know, you can find. You can try Shutterstock, or whatever, however you do it, or have somebody just create you one that knows how to do it. My first logo, my baby brother did it for me, and I still use it. Like, it's still on my business cards. So yeah, create you a logo, something. I'll insert one of my logos because I have a few that I use. I kind of switch up, and put my name and stuff like that on it. So I insert one of my logos probably about somewhere at this point in the video, okay? Okay, so step number 8. Think about who you're targeting, okay? That's important because, like, any business, Google targets people. I mean, you name it, they got a target audience. And yeah, you got to think about, like, who you looking for, who you looking to sell to, right? No matter what you're selling. In this instance, hair. Are you selling to the young, the middle-aged, the old, okay, the hood, the suburban? Do you understand? The worker or the boss, right? Like, who are you targeting? Like, get that in your mind. Like, who's your target audience? And the good thing about it is that, like, you can find it all. Trust me, on social media. They are all there. All right. So target them, start looking up people that are into hair. They may not be selling hair and stuff like that, but maybe, like me, they are, licensed cosmetologists or whatever the case. Start targeting them. Send links. Send advertisements, or follow them, or encourage them to follow you, or whatever. You'll learn as you go. It's not complicated. Just do it. You know what you're looking for. Don't nobody else know. You know what you're looking for. You know who you targeting. So target them, okay? Okay. So let's see. So yeah, another thing, just keep in mind, and the reason why I emphasize that targeting, because you cannot assume, like, okay, yeah, once I do this, everybody I hang with, all my family and friends, they about to just make me rich or something, No, or they gonna promote me or whatever the case. Trust me, they're gonna be looking at you like, what she think she doing? Okay. I literally had somebody say that to me, like, I was wondering what you was doing. What you think I was doing? No. Anyway, okay. So yeah, don't count on that. Look, go for what you want, okay? Now, number 9. I want you to understand the importance of really thinking about, because you're running a business. You got to be business oriented. Like, really think about incorporating. Trust me. A lot of people do LLC. But you want to incorporate your business. Trust me, for tax reasons. Maybe if you all are interested, I'll do a whole nother video on that separate from this one. So comment down below or whatever. But I really want you all to do the research. I really want you, again. So during all this time, You know, it's a lot of work. You are still probably searching out vendors and, you know, everything. Or you have one, but you know, you don't necessarily just have to have one, you know. So you're in the process of doing all that stuff. So since you're still working and to build anyway, like really inform yourself about what it takes, and the importance of, you know, incorporating and things like that, because yeah, we all get some taxes to pay, you know, and trust me, it helps. Understand? So I'll talk about that some other time. But yeah, I really want you all to really think about that. You know, just telling you straightforward, think about that. And last but not least, number 10. And this is the advice that, like, you know, I seek out. And sometimes it's not easy. You may be doing this on your own. You may have well-meaning people, but they just don't really understand how to help, what to do. So you want to, you know, do whatever you got to do. Listen to motivation, what motivational speeches, whatever it takes to keep your mind state where it needs to be, because it gets tough sometimes. It's not easy. Some people, hey, it may just happen, you know, super easy for them, but for the majority of us, nah. So number 10 is don't give up. Do not give up. Do you understand me? Like, you have a goal. Obviously, you want this for a reason. And if you give up now, guess what? Later on, you're just going to find yourself wishing you hadn't. So stick it out and don't give up. This is where that patience that I talked about, first step, is really going to show itself, right? You know, did you really have that set in your mind to be patient? You know, have balance, all right? Be consistent, be determined, all of that stuff, right? Because success is just not going to happen overnight, you know? So, yeah, I'm not here to, you know, sell you no little fake dreams. I'm here to just, you know, tell you like it is. And when I say, you know, yeah, this is easy, certain steps are really easy. Certain steps are easy, but not until you really just kind of get the hang of it. You know what I'm saying? And you'll realize they're not that complicated. But start somewhere. Start now with what you have, right? You don't got, you know, the money right now. Hey, you watching this video, so that tells me that you have ways to build your knowledge. So keep doing that. Write down your plans. Oh my goodness. Write everything down, you know. And, you know, stick to it. Stick to it. Make changes along the way. But don't give up. If you really want it, don't give up. Okay? So that's my 10 ways. If you all are interested in, or you got more questions, you know, feel free, ask away, and I will help you in any way that I can.